Hey guys, good morning. It is Monday. It's about 11 o'clock and we have an event at the White House, but I don't know if I have a credential. Yeah, it might have got screwed up. So we're gonna go check in, and if we can get in, we're in. If we're not, we'll do something else. Okay guys, we made it in. Yeah, they processed my paperwork properly, and we're gonna grab a ladder. And oh my, look at all the water that's in the ladders from this weekend. That's why I want to drill a drain hole in my ladder to not have that build up when I'm not around. We're here today, we're here tomorrow. He's going to depart. Might be here Thursday. Depends what time he gets back. Let's go drop this ladder off and get ready to go out. Right. Okay, into the Rose Garden. I think they had a meeting in the Roosevelt room over there. It's a pretty big crowd. Let's go the other side. It's all wet. Other side, I think. I'm sorry. There we go. Pine's on the right.
President, will the government shut down this weekend? What's your message to federal workers about this weekend? Really?
President Biden, your message to China is to get completed. Keep the Pacific Fleet open.
What's your message to car companies? Before you go to Detroit. Mr. President, why are you joining the picket line?
So that's the pool debating what he said or didn't say. I don't think he said anything. Okay. Let's swing on out. It's like 2 levels of grass here. Like, that grass is darker than this grass.
Heading straight out.
Okay. And we're out. Let's go dump our ladder. We got to identify a few of these individuals because they're not all heads of state. Some are foreign ministers, some are like deputy prime ministers, and well, the White House press corps doesn't really know. We haven't got a list yet, so we've got to sit down with some of the local reporters from the Pacific Islands and see if they can identify these folks for us. Hey guys, our first squirrel sighting in months. We finally have a squirrel back on the White House lawn. It's been a while. All right, we're out on Pennsylvania. You can see all the cars down there. That's the motorcade vehicles of all the foreign heads of state. We are heading out now. Okay, we're outside the White House by the old White House. That's the Octagon House. That was the White House after the British burned down our White House. Just a temporary thing. I gotta run an errand for my kid, and we're gonna go do that, and then we're gonna come back downtown and go explore around DC and see what's up. Hey guys, we are hanging out trying to do some stuff at home, but we just got a call, a fire alarm just down the street by the zoo. Box alarm, kitchen on fire, someone trapped inside the kitchen. Let's go see if we can take a picture. Okay, so we didn't really get out the door that quick. It's not a fire. Yeah, it is a medical call. And this is not the first time the fire department has been to this address in the last 48 hours. Apparently there's a guy having what they refer to as a mental health crisis, and he's been calling the fire department every few hours and calling for help, saying he's trapped, la la la. He's not trapped. The police department are on the way to have a little chat with him. Quite a few resources involved for a guy just having issues. Holy. You can see all the other trucks that were called in are now departed. Traffic down here is a nightmare. So guys, while that last fire call turned out to be a bust, last night there was a fire call down here, and it wasn't a bust. It was a Molotov cocktail thrown at the Cuban embassy, which is just around the corner to the right. Let's go take a look at the Cuban embassy and see what we can see this morning. All right, let's check out the Cuban embassy, which is just not this building, I don't think. Yeah, this is sort of the Latin American NATO, Inter-American Defense Board. Cubans are just down there. So this neighborhood, I showed you guys this about a week or so ago. This neighborhood has actually got a large number of Hispanics, a lot of Spanish speakers up here, a lot of stores actually, serving the Spanish community, Spanish-speaking community. And Cuban embassy is up here. A couple other Latin American embassies and cultural affairs divisions are up here. Mexicans have the Spanish have a cultural affairs office. I think the Mexican ambassador lives around here somewhere. This is, I think, Lithuania. This is the embassy of Lithuania. And then next to it is the Cuban embassy, where there was two Molotov cocktails thrown yesterday, but I don't see any sign of it. I don't know where they hit. There's no, burned trees or building. Pro-Cuban protester, anti-sanctions. This is the Polish ambassador's house. Some pretty beautiful places up here, yeah? Not a bad gig being an ambassador if you're from the right country that can afford to buy you one of these houses. And then over there, that's the Spanish Cultural Affairs office, where they promote Spanish artists, famous Spanish people. There's some beautiful churches down here too. Anyway, I don't see anything related to a firebomb at the Cuban embassy. I thought, we'd see some burn marks or something, but they must have just been really quick and put out. All right, let's head downtown because it's pretty dull up here, and it's probably gonna rain. Ugh, traffic. So this is 16th Street, by the way. This goes straight into the White House. In fact, way down there you can see the Jefferson Memorial, and that's just behind the White House. All right. I mentioned the other day there's a speakeasy pub inside the Cuban embassy that you have to get invited to. If you know someone there, they'll let you in. But as for me, not a lot. This is the consulate office. So this is the Cuban consulate. That's where you go to get a visa or your passport or something like that. It's, you know, people living overseas, they actually have a lot of needs for legal documents from their home country. For example, when I lived in Hong Kong, I had to go to the American consulate to get something notarized by an American notary, you know, if I had to do some legal document. It was all kind of weird. So there's a lot of paperwork stuff that gets done at consulates around the country. Embassies are only in the capital city, Washington, more or less. I think there's one or two embassies in New York. And then consulates can be, well, anywhere where they have a need. You know, I should probably check that. I think there's one or two embassies in New York. There are a couple countries who sort of joint UN ambassador / US ambassador share an office kind of thing. I'll check that out. Not sure about that. All right, let's head downtown. Where are they going? Looks like they're coming up this way. Nope, they're going to the Willard. Yep. There's another one of these mini motorcades out back here. All the Pacific Island. Oh, they're getting ready to roll out. Park police is already blocking off for them. Let's go get a bike. There goes another one out the back door. Probably off to Andrews. Park police. Trombone man is hoping to get lucky with some money playing Get Lucky. I guess it's working. Somebody must really like that song. Oh, there's your Treasury building, fully covered in scaffolding. Everything's getting renovated. Alright, let's cut across. Pretty crowded out front, a lot of tourists. It's actually nice weather. It's like 68, maybe 70 degrees, cloudy, but not hot. It's not raining, so I'm kind of happy with all that. Who's protesting today? Ukrainians, it looks like. They're pretty regular here in the evening. Let's get to the tourists. Truth conductor. No Marine out right now. I don't know if we have a lid yet. We might. He's off to the, where's he going tomorrow? California. He's going to California for a few days. Heading off tomorrow, getting back, I think, Thursday night. This is the World War I Memorial, which is just down below the Willard Hotel. It's not complete yet. It's got a big statue that is being cast in a foundry up in, I think, Pennsylvania, some artist studio in Pennsylvania. But there's a drawing of what it's going to look like. Let's go over here. Okay. There's actually only one way to get in here. You have to like go all the way around. You can't quite jump over. It'd just be too convenient. Let's go down. So this was originally known as Pershing Square, and this actually used to be a really cool ice skating rink. I used to come here in the winter and go ice skating. Now it's been converted, the entire thing, into the World War I Memorial, encompassing, you know, of course, General Pershing's Memorial, which is over here. This is like the most informative carving of any memorial. I'm talking about the Meuse-Argonne campaign. All the units involved, where they made it, 30 September, 31st October, 3rd November, pushing on into 11 November, the final day of the war. Yeah, but they had like a massive explanation of the fighting that went on there. And then they had another thing about the Western Front. Famous names, Belleau Wood. Those of you who are Marines, you all know the story of that. Of course, there's Paris. That's the Somme, Amiens. Horrible battles in World War I. Verdun. I know this from studying World War I and from playing Battlefield 1 on the Xbox, which is set in World War I. Pershing. Let's go down and take a look at where the memorial is going to have the big statue once they finish this thing. I don't know when it's going to be. I thought this shit was going to be now. So the statue they're making is going to tell the story of a soldier heading off to war, seeing her and wife and all that, saying goodbye, and joining the men in the fight, going over, and then seeing the horrors of war, coming back, being treated, being shell-shocked, wounded, helping his mates, celebrating victory, and coming home once again, but is he a changed man? That was the question. It'll be the story that is told here. Now, sometimes they have a bugler come out here and play taps at the end of the evening. I don't see a bugler today. Oh well. Let's head on up. So over here is the Willard Intercontinental. You can see all the diplomatic SUVs all lined up. Lots of big mucky mucks inside the Willard today. Now, I mentioned in a previous video that the Willard Hotel had sort of a pre-Civil War peace conference, and somebody said, "Oh, I've never heard of that." Well, here's a marker for that. Let me see if I can put that in frame. The Peace Convention, the old Willard Hotel, was the scene of the last major effort to restore the Union and prevent the Civil War. At Virginia's invitation, delegates from 21 of then 34 states met in secret sessions for about 3 weeks to try to solve the problems of North and South. They didn't succeed, though. They did not succeed. All right, let's make our way up to our car and head on out of here. Okay, guys, so we're not a lot going on today. Tomorrow we've got Biden flying out on Marine One. I'll be showing you that. Should be nicer weather. Go around the city and do some other cool stuff. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. See you soon. Bye-bye.